30-06 John here, and today what we're going to be talking about and testing is the MidwayUSA AR Stoner 300 Blackout upper. Even though I have a few AR-15s, I'm not really an AR guy, so I sort of gave myself a goal of building a AR in 300 Blackout and taking a deer hunting in November for Sitka blacktails. This is my first step in doing that. So let's check out the features of this AR upper in 300 Blackout from MidwayUSA. First thing most noticeable is that it is a side charging handle upper. So it doesn't have the dust cover on it. It's a little bit simpler, just a big cutout here. It's cut out a little bit longer here for the charging handle. This is a reciprocating system. Some people like a non-reciprocating system. It's a little bit more complicated. This here is just like Mini 14, M1 Grand, M1A. So I'm fine with it. So every time you fire, this racks back and forth. A little bit different from the charging handle in the back. This does complicate things a little bit in that it's a little bit harder to take the bolt system out, bolt carrier group out, and that you have to take a screw out here to remove the charging handle. To remove the charging handle, remove the bolt carrier group, you need a 5/16 Allen wrench. Take out the screw in here and take out the charging handle, then you can remove the bolt carrier group. Alright, I took one of the takedown pins out, open up the action here. If you see here, let me zoom in a little bit. There's this little plug right here, and is this a plug that fills it in there? When you put this in and you put the gun together again, you have to make sure that the this flat portion, having trouble getting started. You have to make sure that when you made it to the bottom, the lower, the flat portion has to be flush in the bottom right there. But once you do that, it's easy to put it together, put the pin in. Gun's put back together. So other features of this upper, you could just see it right there. That's the gas block. So this is a pistol length gas system, about 4 inches. For a 300 Blackout, they use that so you could run a subsonic ammunition. Also, there are M-lock slots all along here. There's holes here for quick detach sling swivels. Picatinny rail on the handguard, full-length Picatinny rail on the receiver. On this upper, I didn't really have the right optic system. Right now I just want to function test this. So I have a 3/4 inch riser on here, and on here I have mounted a Bushnell TRS, I think 25 red dot sight. It's cheap, but for the price it works fine. Also, this whole lower, this is a Colt 6920 carbine lower. I just took my upper off with the 2 takedown pins and put this AR Stoner upper on it. I've had this lower for a pretty long time. Bought it maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So it's worked fine. And since this is pretty close to a mil-spec type lower, I wanted to test the upper on this one here. My future plans are to build a lower for this, dedicated to this 300 Blackout. I do have some Anderson Arms lowers, strip lowers, and in the future I'll be building one of those also. So for ammunition that I'm going to be trying, I've been collecting some 300 Blackout ammo. I have this Arms Core 300 Blackout 147 grain full metal jacket. Looks pretty good. We'll see how it shoots here. For hunting, I'll probably use something like a 125 grain, so I get a little bit more velocity. This a Hornady Frontier ammunition. This is a 125 grain full metal jacket. So this is probably more what I'll be hunting with. And it looks pretty good. One thing about having the bolt carrier group being harder to remove than a standard AR, you always like to clean a firearm from the breech. So that's a little bit tougher to remove the bolt carrier group. So I use this bore snake. You just run it down, use this metal weighted end, run it down through the barrel, through the breech, and pull it through. It does pretty good. You know, do 3 or 4 passes with it. It's not a full cleaning, but it cleans up a lot of stuff. For magazines, I'm going to start out trying this military 20 round magazine. And then also I have these Magpul magazines, 30 rounds. But we're going to try them both out. These are both for 223. They should work fine for a 300 Blackout. Let's head to the range. All right, we're back from the range. Here's our target. Shot pretty good. Took a while to sight the firearm in. It was shooting really low. I was aiming really high, and we finally got it sighted in. For 25 yards, you know, shooting nice tight group. This is a combination of the Arms Core 147 and the Frontier 125 grain ammunition, factory ammo. Once again, this is just a function test of the upper. Make sure there was nothing fundamentally wrong with it. I'm going to put different optics on it, but function-wise, it did fine. A couple of times, it did not hold the bolt open on the last shot. That happened about 25% of the time with both magazines, with the Magpul and the military magazine. For hunting, that's not really much of an issue, but I just thought I'd mention it. Anyhow, I am going to be having a series on this 300 Blackout build for hunting. If you like this type of content, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Everyone stay safe and have a nice day.